What up? What up? What up? What's going on, people? How y'all doing? Look, let's just be honest. I think that Dion's a good coach. I don't think it's great, but I think he has lost his locker room. There's no way you be up 29 points against a 1-4 team and lose in overtime. There's no way you play Arizona that's a 1-4 team and you're a better team, and it takes it takes overtime before you beat them. Also, you play Colorado, an average team. They're not as good as you. They don't have the talent you do. And you don't beat them, but you beat them in overtime. The USC game, that was going to happen. Oregon's game, that was going to happen. So it shows that the Colorado team is not a good team. So all the hype is gonna come down a little bit. It's time to play football. I think Dion needs to control his locker room. I think there's a lack of discipline because of the hype, celebrities. You guys are, blah 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 blah. So, and I said it 2 years ago. I said it last year when he was at Jackson State. I said, and Jackson State, they won, because the talent was better off. You don't need all these celebrities to distract your team. The hype was just too much, and eventually they get overwhelmed. Now, there's no discipline in the locker room. I believe the players think, hey, we're good. Coach said we're good. So they don't come out to give their best. Right? As a coach, you need 100%, because you see you see on the video, you see players yapping back to Coach Prime. Like, he's talking to them, they talking back. You know what I'm saying? That's why most people think black players don't respect black coaches. You know what I'm saying? They don't respect black coaches. And Dion's a Hall of Famer, one of the best football players, at least in the top 10 that ever lived. But as a coach, I think he's average. I don't think he's that great. So I think he's more on his he's more for his family, his kids, to make it to the NFL. He don't care about anything else. That's why he jumped from Jackson State to Colorado. So he's about his sons to make it. So if you can get them on a big stage to play better, to get drafted, he's done his job. But apart from his sons, who grew up with everything they need, because you have his son flashing his watch, showing off to the fans. You know what I'm saying? That's a lack of discipline. And Tom Brady has said it. Focus on watching film. This is a young man who was updating his Instagram halftime during the game. So there's no discipline in that locker room. If there was discipline, they would not come out and lay an egg like that. Fine, you lose. But Arizona was what's it called? Stanford was not a good team, but they had no one to cover that wide receiver though. So what I'm saying is, Dion needs to control the locker room. It's like everything is just out of control, and it's gonna get bad. Now I'm hearing people saying, fire Coach Prime. Now that's just crazy. You can't fire Coach Prime for what? You guys won one game last year, and he's won more than you did last year. He's even brought more money to the school and the city of Boulder. But at the end of the day, let's be honest. Travis Hunter, he needs to play one position, wide receiver. He can play corner, can play nickel once in a while, but he needs to play corner and keep it moving because that boy has a talent, and he's kind of, he's tall. Yeah, he has a lot of speed. He needs to be a wide receiver, not a corner. He's not a corner. Not a shutdown corner, nothing. He's just a wide receiver. Let him play wide out. You want him to be healthy. You want him to make it to the next level. So you need to preserve him, because next year, if Travis stays, right, and Shedeur stays, and you have other recruits coming in, right, you have a much better team with Travis Hunter and Shedeur. That's a great combination. I see that both of them can connect very well. So you want to preserve him as much. You don't want him to be injury prone, because he'd be tired, man. It's not supposed to be that way, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with playing corner, wide receiver, or playing corner sometimes and playing wide receiver sometimes on some plays. But it was just constantly just corner and wide receiver. That's just a lot. So at the end of the day, what this season is, they're going to win 2 more games, but they're going to lose the rest. Maybe even just one, but they're going to lose the rest, because it shows that they can't play these 1 and 4 teams. They take it lightly because they don't have the discipline, because they do a lot of yapping. They take the personality from their coach. It's just a lot of talking. And I said it before, like, they keep talking, and sometimes you gotta let the plays on the football field do the talking. And once you win, shake your opponent's hand and say that was a great game. Keep it moving. You don't have to flash your watch, flash what you got to the fans. That's just been ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because when you go to the NFL, hey, as a quarterback, I'm not talking about other positions. Quarterback, you are the leader of the team. You are the leader of the team. And the players go as you go. You know what I'm saying? Now, for example, look at Lamar Jackson. He just plays ball, keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? He's always saying, my team, my team. If he messes up, let's say he throws a ball and the player tips it and someone intercepts it, he would say that was on me. I should have played better. He never throws it on his team. Tom Brady, another example. So Shedeur needs to learn from that, how to be a quarterback and how to be a leader. Not showing off too much. So, apart from that, it was a good season. I would say it was a successful season. It was not like a bad season, but the team is an average team. They're 10th in the pack. They're 10th in their division, in their conference, and they have some big games coming up. And I don't think they will win those games, because they can't even beat the bad teams to talk about beating the good teams. So they're not ready yet for prime time. They're not ready yet for the to be crowned. If you want to crown them, then crown their asses. They are who we thought they were. So I don't think they're that good. Now Shedeur is good, but the team overall, they don't have a running game. They don't have an offensive line. They don't have a defensive line. So they need to buff up. They need to find some hogs to put in and put on that offensive line and put on that defensive line. They need to find some hogs. And if you know what I mean by hogs, I'm talking some big boys, some hogs, some dogs. They need to get them, so they be able to run that rock. Because if you don't have a running game, you finished in the league, because you can't control the clock. You know what I'm saying? So a good team must have a good running game. So, but apart from that, I think they will probably win one game. I'm not sure. I have to look on the schedule. They'll win one game, and I think they'll lose the rest. I don't think they'll beat UCLA. I don't think they'll beat Washington. Arizona, another team, Arizona State is ranked, so I don't think they'll beat them either. So I I don't even think they deserve a bowl game. I don't think they deserve a bowl game. There's no point giving them a bowl game. They can't even. You can't give a team that's just going to win 4 games, 5 games a bowl game. But if they win 6, 7 games, cool. But it's time to change their locker room philosophy. It's time to play ball. It's time to play ball. It's not time to play around with celebrities. Fine, you can't control celebrities coming to the school, but at the end of the day, next year, I think this hype will disappear when nobody will even think about Colorado. Colorado media will not even focus on them anymore. Because the only reason why we focus on them now is because of all the media attention. And that's what happened. I bet you no one is talking about Jackson State anymore. So it is what it is. So don't forget to like, subscribe, also hit the notification. Peace.